welcome to Henry's Chatterbox. Today is Friday, December the 26th, the year 2025, but not for very much longer. This is episode 9. I hope everybody had a really good Christmas. I did. My friend, his kids were here to stay with us, and I was going to make homemade lasagna for Christmas. Everyone told me it's not that hard to make, so we decided to have lasagna. So I said, "Yeah, I'll make it." I bought all the stuff, but just in case I wanted to back up, I bought a frozen lasagna too. Ended up made the frozen lasagna. So the ingredients to make the real lasagna is still in there. Anyway, we're all done with Christmas this week between Christmas and New Year's. I call it the blah week. It just, I don't know, it just seems like resolutions. Well, I shouldn't say everyone, a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, myself included. I've heard before that a lot of people will make a resolution and they don't last. And I just want to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. One, what should you make a New Year's resolution about? It should be something that's going to improve you. Don't just make it to be making it. And it should be realistic and something that you can really do. Like if you're trying to lose weight, don't come out with something dumb and say, I'm going to do 100 push ups every day. Kind of modify your resolution to something you can stick with. I'm going to exercise at least 3 days a week. And then if you do 7 days a week or five, that's good, but you're still sticking to your resolution.
And doing 100 push-ups every day is kind of stupid because you're only focusing on one part of your body, and that's your chest and arms, and you're going to eventually tear a muscle. You got to rotate it. You got to do legs, back, chest, stomach, arms,
Good.
neck. You gotta rotate. One day legs, one day chest, one day abdomen, one day back,
Good.
one day arms. You got to rotate. That way you can give your body time to recuperate.
Right. Good.
And never start out strong. Always start out small. Like do five sets of 10 push-ups, 5 sets of 10 leg.
That'd be a good time to remind you that we are not experts. Our talking is just our opinion. Good opinions. And we never talk about politics. And our topic is for this episode. It's about the new year. Um, but yeah, Randy's right on that. You gotta really kind of evaluate, make sure you're making a good, sensible New Year's resolution, and then if you can do it, and then this is very important. I think what is the motivation to your New Year's resolution? You got to have a motive, and a motive is the reason you're doing it. Why are you doing that? Are you trying to lose weight for better health? You're trying to quit smoking, or you're going to quit smoking because you want your lungs to improve, you want to feel better. But those are your motivations. And
Save money.
if sometimes it's going in business and money, saving money, your motivation is because you want to buy something special. But you gotta think about the motivation of it. And just to give you a good idea how people about motivation, a little quick sideline story here. If you're wanting to walk every day, but you just don't do it. Well, if the neighbor's dog gets out when you're going to the mailbox and it's a vicious dog and it'll bite you and it's running toward you, you're going to run away to keep that dog from biting you. That is real motivation. That dog chasing you gives you the motivation to
And
run.
you got bit.
And you might get bit.
No, there is no might. You will get bit if you run.
Well, probably if the dog catches you, if you out.
That dog can run for 30 miles per hour. So
All right.
You're done. Nice exercise though.
how to do your resolution? You got to plan it out. You got to make plans. If your motivation, if your resolution is to lose weight, you got to do something, actively do something to cause you to take in less calories than you burn to get rid of them. So that's my take on resolutions. Now I want to move to a part. You got any more thoughts on Randy?
Listen,
on
about the weight loss, if you guys have a resolution to lose weight, if you're married, go wrestle with your spouse a little every night. You burn more calories that way than you do working out, according to doctors. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, really? Maybe a good argument with the other half. Okay. Anyway, so let's move on now to the other segment. I'm glad 2025 is coming to an end. Some of you, maybe it was a good year for you. For me, 2025 was a terrible year for me. My 2025, I call this section the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start out with the good. Now I only got a little bit of good. I got this much bad, but a little bit of good. My good, I met a new friend. I met Randy, and we've become pretty good friends. So that's one good thing that happened. And I got the podcast started, which I guess that's good. I listed it in my good column, but I'm starting to have doubts about that because I don't have a whole lot of people watching. So maybe y'all, if anyone's watching, you can do me a favor and get a couple more people to watch. Podcast started, and and I bought me a washing machine. I bought one of those washing machines that are called One and Done. And I usually don't treat myself to something expensive like that, but I wanted to. And I really like it. I've had it for about a week now, and I've done a couple loads of clothes. I put them in, turn it on, and wham, it washes my clothes and dries them. I asked the salesman, I said, don't take them out and fold them up. He said, no, I still have to do that.
For $2,000, if you go collect them, wash them, dry them, fold them, and put them away for you.
But I love it. Anyway, that's it with the good for me. I mean, I'm still in good health. I'm maintaining, but 2025 was not a good year for me. Now the bad for well, Randy, you got any good for 2020?
I started a company.
You met me. That should have been the first thing you said.
See, he gets jealous if he's not on top. I met a new friend, started my company. Got no customers right now, but that's just how life is because of the season. But I got a new laptop. That's about it for the good.
Okay, now the bad. With me, the bad. I had two terrible things happen. I'd give anything to have them back. My longtime friend Tim passed away. First in January, he called me from the hospital and told me they wasn't going to do the procedure they had on him. They was putting him on hospice. I said, I'll be right there. And I went to the hospital and talked to the hospice nurse. And basically they said, we've done all we can. So he was with hospice. And he did accept Christ as his personal savior, so I know he's in a better place. I just miss him very, very much. Anyway, that's one terrible thing happened. He passed away April the 2nd of 2025. I will always remember 2025 as a terrible year. A short period after that, go to her funeral because I was having Tim's celebration of life the same day as her funeral. And but you know, my prayers were there with them. Anyway, so I lost Tim and I lost my sister, two just terrible losses for me. And I was have had a certain amount of car trouble this year, quite a while, and I just threw my hands up. I said, 2025, get out of here. 2026, come on, you can't be any worse than 2025. Any bad that you want to share, Randy?
My uncle went to jail. Um, Lost my job.
Okay, Randy, I don't know if they could hear you. He lost his job and his uncle was incarcerated.
That's about it.
That's about it on the bad and the ugly. That was the good and the bad. The ugly, the weather, Mother Nature. I don't know what she's doing. Um, it'd be I get up in the morning there for a while and was freezing, and I turned the heaters on. Couple hours later, I turn them off, and the sun's beating down. I have to turn the air conditioner on. So the weather was hot and cold, hot and cold. Just that was my thing. That I want to say, other than I hope um, that if anyone is watching this podcast, um, I hope you'll get someone else to watch it. And I'm going to. I've got a couple ideas for the new year for in January coming up. The I'm going to redo it because nobody shows up. A lot of people told me they'd love to be in the podcast, but then when it comes time to do it, they're for some reason they're not able to make it. But I've got some ideas up here. Might be a little crazy. Might be in 1 week from today, Friday. We do this every Friday at 3 o'clock. And I am sorry that it's so short, but that's about it. Oh, there was upcoming. Yep, that's it. So Randy's going to do his little bit on the advertisements now. And everyone, thanks for watching. You told me hold this up, didn't you?
Yeah. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our little own special advertisement for Skit Trivia, written by Henry Berner, the host of Chatterbox. Skit Trivia is a little game that you can play, has skits in it, and you can do your own questions or use questions that they have in the book. You can buy his book at www.amazon.com/author/Henry Berner, and that's Henry Berner spelled HenryBerner, like it says there on the book that he's showing you. And remember, buy his book at www.amazon.com/author/Henry Berner, spelled HenryBerner. And now a word from our other sponsor, Augusta Gold. Did you know the biggest threat to your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like IRAs, 401ks, and TSPs may not suffice. If you have over $100,000 in a retirement account, get instant access to secure your financial future. Text SAFE to 35052 today.
Did you say like?
Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Now you know what to do. Just do it.